Hello, how are you? Happy Friday to you. I think it's Friday, right? I have been up feeling totally inspired. And when I'm inspired, I want to encourage, inspire, and uplift everyone else. So, inspiration for the nation, do it or lose it. Um, what does that mean to me? Again, we are all here to move in purpose, on purpose for God's huge purpose. All of us have something to share with the world. But even if we decided not to share whatever it is with the world, we all get inspired action many times throughout the day, many times in our lives. It is what it is. And inspiration comes like this, but it also goes like this. So it is up to us to take action when we get that thought so that we can create, whether it be for ourselves or for someone else, whatever. But that's what it is. Now, let me read the definition because I like words and let me put on my specs. Inspiration, the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something creative. So, inspired action to do or feel something creative. What are you feeling inspired to do, but don't do it because you're worried about what other people will say? You worried about how you look, what you have, what you don't have, where you're located. You worried about the money in your pocket or the lack thereof. What are you called to do? You've been inspired to do it, but yet you will not take action. Sometimes that also comes from our limited beliefs. Limited beliefs that come through our caregivers and experiences in society, whether that be in school, at the daycare, at church, at home, wherever. And it has caused you to be stuck and not take action to do something that you know you really want to do. What will they say? Who gives a what they say? What does God say? What did God say? You know, limited beliefs keep us stuck. And that's why it's so important, like, for us to work on ourselves. It's constantly and continuously, and I'm not saying by working on ourselves we'll arrive, because we will never arrive. As long as we're here, we will never arrive. We'll just keep doing what we do. But I believe the more we do it, the more we educate ourselves about who we truly are, the more we I would say dismantle the lies, deconstruct the lies, annihilate the lies, peel the lies back. That's what we're here to do, so we can find out truly who we are and get to the core and get to the center and be everything that God already says we are, or says we were from the beginning. We all are here for a limited time only. And yes, I repeat the same thing over and over and over because some people have some hard heads. But it has to be said. And I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. So when the message comes to me, I deliver it. I feel that's it. I'm inspired. That's my creative zone. And guess what? It brings me joy. I love to do it. We have to operate in the now. So when we get inspiration and some, oh, well, I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to pray on it. And then let me call so and so. Okay, well, so and so might not believe in you like you believe in yourself. And then so and so is going to talk you out of it. That's why the inspired thought came to you. Didn't go to so and so. It came to you so you can move forth in it. Again, if we don't, it goes away. But the beautiful part about life is it'll come back. It'll come back because I feel like it's always going to come back, right? It may not be the same one, but it's going to come back. And then are you going to do it or are you not going to do it, right? If you don't do it, you're going to lose it. And that's anything. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. So taking the action and living in the now. Also, sometimes I feel like we don't do what we're inspired to do because we are stuck in the past and we're attached to a memory, or we are so far off into the future that we're thinking about, like, by the time I get there, what is the word I'm looking for? It's like an escape. You know what I mean? It'll happen then, and I'll be ready then. No. You're ready now. That's why it came to you. Who knows better than the creator? That's why it came to you now. There's a quote from Eckhart Tolle, or is it Eckhart Tolle? I don't think I say the name right, but I love his thoughts, perceptions on life. To identify with mind is to be trapped in time through memory and anticipation, playing with the past and playing with the future without acknowledging what is right now. That's all we have. Everything else is an illusion. And to me, that's really deep. If you really trip off of it, what are we worried about what happened over there for? Should be going this way in the camera. What are we worried about what happened back then for, right? And why are we so caught up with thinking about the future when all we have is now? A split second, everything can be gone. You, me, the chair, the lights, the backdrop, everything can be gone. So if I don't do it now, I may not ever have the opportunity. That's the truth. That's the truth. And now I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna touch your soul. And I know some people think she's cuckoo, and I don't care about that. But let me tell you something. I can get on here now and encourage, inspire, and uplift because I know what I'm dealing with. Meaning, I'm in my now. I'm in my now. So whatever has happened in the past, I cannot, as my beautiful friend says, I cannot unscramble the eggs. So I'm not going to be focused about unscrambling those eggs. I can only scramble eggs moving forward. And I'm speaking to, even as it relates to us in life when someone transitions. So me, yes, I'm talking about my son. I'm talking about my brother. I'm talking about my mother. I'm talking about my father. And again, I'm not saying I am the only one who has experienced anyone transitioning. But one thing I know for sure is that God has gifted me or given me the power to not have a hardened heart, the power to truly have a peace of mind, the power to stay in my now, which is why I can continue to move forward, because I'm going to get an inspired thought and I'm going to take action, because that's who I am. That's what I'm called to do. That's how God wired me. And it keeps me focused on now. That's why we're here. We do not have tomorrow. We can't worry about the past, but we must, and I don't like to say must. It's a great thing if we can do what we're called to do now, because you can say, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, right? But guess what? Just what if somebody was waiting on you to say something or to do something or to call them or to, make that move, and you saying you're gonna wait till tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes, you pick up the phone or you get on social media or whatever, and that person's not here anymore. Whether they moved away or whether they passed away, then you will feel bad. What is that saying? Don't put off tomorrow with what you can do today. Well, that's probably for a reason, because we don't know how long we have. So maybe even me, and I'm just keeping it 100. I was inspired to make this video. And here's the reality. I didn't do it live. It's 2:32 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, because I've been up being inspired. So I made the video, but I said I'm going to put it out in the morning. And guess what? I'm listening to my inspiration. I'm listening to how the Spirit is moving in me and talking to me, but I'm being obedient to the Spirit. That's why we're here, to be vessels, to be obedient, to be inspirations, beacons of light, to encourage one another. That's why we're here. through our trials, through our temporary tribulations, through the pain, and share our testimonies with one another to encourage one another. That's why we're here. That is why we're here. At least that's what I believe, and I'm gonna stick to it because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. So I'm just so grateful, and I just want to thank you all for support, compassion, and love, and light, and laughter. And I want to continue to encourage you. So God bless you on this journey. I thank God for every seed of inspiration that is planted in you. I thank God for the action steps that you take to see that inspiration through. I thank God that God foreknew you. You are predestined. Again, some say you're predestined or we're predestined, and some say that you chose the path, right? Whatever you say, that's what you believe. I am not here to make you believe this or that. Whatever you believe is what you believe. But the reality is that we are here. We are here right now, alive, well, and active, and it is for a purpose. It is for a reason. It is for a reason. And every single one of us can take inspired action toward any goal, toward anything that we desire to do. Because literally, when you take action, and I'm talking about putting one foot in front of the other, or whatever it is, like you can watch literally and see how things unfold in your favor because you have taken inspired action. And I'm so grateful to truly be in this season, to be in this, what do I want to say? To be in the world. In the world, but not of the world. To be here so that I can do what I'm called to do. I'm grateful. And yes, when we lose I don't like to say lose. When a loved one transitions, of course it's going to make us feel more compassion and love for life. Literally, for the gifts and the talents that we have, because if we don't use them, we lose them. And so while I'm on that note, I might as well, I don't know if you can see my book. So anyway, this is the new book, The Womb, The Woman, and the Gift. And I'm so grateful for this book. I'm grateful for each and every beautiful woman of God. I'll put the link in the chat for every beautiful woman of God that participated in the book. Talking about the womb houses creativity, right? It's the center of creation, whether that be the birth of an individual physically, right? Or the birth of visions, the birth of inspiration, the birth of dreams that God places there. And so this book is dedicated to my son because, again, he was my son, but he was always God's child. So I understand on a deeper level, Malik never belonged to me. He was a gift to the world. He was inspired by God, and God gave that gift to me. And I was able to release Malik to the world. So I'm grateful. And again, I thank God for every woman in this book, for Angela Lewis, A. Love Lewis, for Dawn Witch, for Teresa Oviedo, for Elvira Rendon, for Farika Byrne, for Dr. Darissa McAllister, for Valerie Louise Matthews. I thank God. I'm trying to do this all off memory. I thank God for the women in this book and them saying yes to the vision that God gave me. And I just want to read a little bit of it, not a lot, just a little bit, because I wasn't going to read anything, but I'm going to, because why not? Because I feel inspired. I feel inspired to do so. And this is from my chapter, just a little bit, if I can find it. I should have marked it. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to put on my glasses. But inspiration. It's a beautiful thing. And yeah, these glasses are blurry. They stay blurry, but I can see better than I could before I put them on. Okay. Okay. Let me read this part. Our voyage on earth is about forgiving, healing, loving, growing, and flowing from the inside out. It's about sharing our gifts and talents with the world. It's about making up our own rules for our life as we go. We are not in a box. However, we can make the box any size or shape that we desire. We are free to dream outside of the daily programming and customs and religious beliefs and traditions and conditions we operate in because of the mainstream. Because the mainstream does it, we don't have to do it. We do not have to go along to get along because the world does. And I got to just read one more. It's really, really quick. This chapter is the true statement, or excuse me, true testament to allowing the Spirit of God to move freely in and through me as I write. There is no order. There is no right or wrong. There is only flow. In this chapter, you will experience how I allow the Spirit to gush out of me like running water from a faucet. There are no constraints or restraints in my share, only trust and faith. If you dare, y'all know I like to rhyme. Dare to be you. Dare to be the one of few who make a conscious effort to live brand new. Inspiration for the nation. Pick it up. And I was about to say, pick it up at your local bookstore, right? Maybe. Okay, see, inspiration. I'm inspired to reach out to Barnes and Noble. I'm inspired to reach out to the library, because one of my beautiful friends, the Imani Glover, did that. I know she put one of her books in the library. I'm about to do the same thing. All that, because I'm inspired. She inspired me to do that, right? So that's all I'm saying. We're all here on social media. We are all doing what we do, as they say, living our best life, doing all the things. I don't talk like that, but I'm just saying. So when we're scrolling, we are all inspired. We should be anyway. On my line, I'm loving what I see. I'm inspired by the people that are literally taking action in life and living their best life, because we are only here for a limited time only on earth. And what happens after that, we all have our different beliefs, and praise the Lord, hallelujah, or whatever you say. God bless you. Again, I thank God for your inspiration given to you so that you can take action. I thank God for abundance and prosperity on every level. I thank God for health, your health. You are walking in abundance. I thank God for wealth on every level, emotional wealth, spiritual wealth, financial wealth, relationship wealth. That's a big topic. We need relationships. So relationship wealth. And guess what? The biggest relationship that you have is the one that you have with self. So let's make sure that the relationship with ourselves is wealthy before the relationships with anybody else take place. Like, it really don't matter. If we ain't straight here, it ain't gonna be straight over there. I know. So do the work on yourself inside and out, top to bottom. Love yourself. Be encouraged to trust what you hear. It's coming to you for a reason, so that you can do whatever God has called you to do. Operate in all your authenticity, because there is no one like you. You cannot be duplicated. You cannot be replicated. You can be elevated. Okay. I know y'all hear me rapping. Somebody got to offer me a deal. I'm just saying. So I'm inspired to rap. All right. I love you. God bless you. Have a most enjoyable day. And you already know I am Valerie C. Thompson, created to encourage, inspire, and uplift. Own your truth and rise, whatever it is. Remember, your truth don't have to be my truth, and my truth most certainly don't have to be your truth. But God knows the truth. We are all here for a purpose. We are all here for a reason, and we all have something to share. So be inspired. I hope you were inspired. Have a most enjoyable Friday. God bless you, and God bless your entire family. All right. Peace out.